Radhe Radhe! Welcome to the Self-Love Spring Challenge. We are on day 3 and I'm so happy you're here. Let's start by taking a breath. A deep breath in and a long breath out. Beautiful. Then reach your hands up to the sky. And as you reach your hands up to the sky, feel the space around you. You created this space right here. And this is your space for your practice of yoga. Keep your hands in the air and just really feel the space around you, maybe wiggling left and right. When we create space, then there's an opportunity for divine love, for true connection, and for unshakable peace. So as you reach your hands to the sky, maybe you start to feel your arms and then wiggle your fingers and feel the space around you. And on this third practice of our challenge, take up a little bit of space. Give yourself permission to be on your mat right here, right now, as you are, as you keep reaching your hands to the sky, even though maybe you are feeling your arms, tightness in the shoulders, or maybe even just some little messages from the muscles saying hi, hello. And then take another breath. And as you exhale, close your eyes. And with your eyes closed, bring your hands down through the space around you. Feeling the space above your head, and then shifting your hands down around the body. Feeling the space around the neck and the shoulders, around the front of the body. And then bring the hands down to the knees. With the hands on the knees, look inward. And as you look inward, become aware of the space within you. You have space in your abdominal cavity. There's a lot of organs in there. Your liver and your pancreas and your whole entire digestive tract. But then you also have space in between all of these vital organs, all of these parts of the physical body that take care of your health. Bring your awareness up into the chest and notice the space in the thoracic cavity. You actually have space in your lungs. This allows for a transfer of air, a transfer of oxygen, a transfer of love. Inside of your heart, you have ventricles. You have these spaces. In the physical body, we have a lot of space, and through our practice, we open it. Ask yourself as we start this day 3, if you also have space in your mind. Are there any spaces between your thoughts? Or is it constant chatter from one thought to the next? Taking a breath in and a breath out. Notice today how your practice helps you create more space. More space in the body, more space in the mind. And perhaps more space in the heart. Space for love. Space for feeling. Take a deep breath in. Your hands are still on your knees. We're finishing our meditation. But before we move, make sure you take a complete breath, inhaling and exhaling. Then reach your hands back up to the sky with your eyes closed and exhale. Take a twist to the right. Right hand back behind you, left hand to your knee. Inhale, hands back up to the sky. Lift your ribs off of your hips and then exhale, twist the other direction. Inhale, hands back up to the sky. And exhale, bring your hands together. Lower your hands down to your heart center, bowing your head down to your heart. Namaste. Slowly peel yourself up and come into table pose. And in table pose, tuck your toes and then round the back of the heart high up to the sky for cat. And in cat, take some gentle movements. Moving your hips back to your heels and then rocking forward until your fingertips press down as little breaks. Shifting forward and back 1 or 2 more times. And then bring yourself into stillness and take a cow posture. Let the belly hang. Bend the elbows, pull the chest forward in between the arms. Take a breath in and notice how every time you take a conscious breath, a big breath, it helps you create space. Helps you expand in the ribs and open the heart. Tuck the toes if they're not already and lift the hips, downward facing dog. And in this downward facing dog, lift your right foot off of the ground and then bend the knee. 3-legged dog. Circle out the ankle. One direction and the other direction. So often things get bound up in our body. Our muscles get tight and things start to cling together. You can bring your foot into stillness and then just a few times straighten and bend the knee. Yoga allows us to lubricate our joints. So we have more space for our energy to flow. Lower the foot back down. Yes, we're still in downward dog, and so here, make sure you're rooting through the fingertips, shooting energy out through the fingertips. Lift your left foot up to the sky, bend the left knee, and begin to circle the left elbow. To help you take pressure off the wrist, you want to root through the knuckles. Make sure you're breathing as you circle your ankle the other way. Begin to straighten the leg and bend the knee. Taking a few of these movements to help open up the leg and allow energy to flow through the knee joint. Lower the foot right back down. Shift your weight forward, plank pose. We're still on our arms, but we've shifted position. Make sure you're pulling your head away from your shoulders. Your belly is pulled in. Take a breath in. And then exhale, drop the knees and lower down onto the belly. Untuck the toes, hands by your shoulders, rolling up, baby cobra. Exhale, lower right back down. Once you're down, slide your hands off of your mat, and with your hands off of your mat, lift up onto your fingertips. Then drop your right shoulder into the center and look to the left, taking a little twist in the shoulders, in the arms. Inhale, back to center. Left shoulder dives in, gaze over to the right. So a little twist for the upper back, for the arms, even maybe in the neck. Slowly come back to center. Slide your hands right up next to the body. Press down. Lift the hips up. Tucking the toes to come all the way into downward facing dog. And here, take a breath in and a long breath out. Look forward at the hands. Bend the knees. Step to the top of the mat. It may take you a couple of steps. Wherever you reach is perfect. Inhale, hands up to your knees. Exhale, lower down to the ground, soften the knees, and press into the earth as you reach your hands high up to the sky. Exhale, hands lower to the heart center. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Sweep your hands up to the sky, energize through the legs. Lift in the heart, maybe a baby back bend here, ever so slight. Exhale, neutralize the sign, bend the knees and lower into chair pose. Let's bring our hands into our heart center. With your hands in your heart, roll your shoulders down your back and pull your ribs in. You can just gaze down and see if you can just barely see your toes. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Straighten the legs, forward fold. Beautiful. Create a little bit more space. Allow the spine to lift as you inhale, and then as you exhale, bow down. Bowing down is a sign of humility. And this allows for more space. Soften both knees, step your right foot back. Keep your back knee high and stack your front knee over the ankle, and then slide your hands up to your leg, back to your hips, and all the way up to the sky. Taking a deep breath in, if you're a little wobbly, adjust your stance, adjust your hips. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands lower down to the heart center. Create a little space here. Lift your ribs off of your hips and then twist towards your knee. Right hand will come down to your knee. Left hand slides back to the hip. As you slide back to the hip, you're working on turning the torso. This also happens through the hips as you pull the right hip forward. If you wish, you can open your hand back behind you. Maybe even take your gaze back at your fingertips. Slowly untie. Both hands come down to the ground. Step forward. Opposite foot steps back. Deep bend in the front knee. Find your stance, making sure you're wide enough. And then walk your hands up to your leg. Back to your hips. Reach your hands up high to the sky. Take a breath in. Long breath out. Lower your hands down to your heart. With your hands in your heart, create a little space in the shoulder joint. If I just move my shoulders, all of the muscles are going to be bound up, and so we create space by lifting the shoulders up and then taking them back. This allows for this balloon opening of the heart. Deep breath in. Exhale, twist towards your bent knee, twisting to the right. Left hand can go down to your knee, right hand to your hip. Begin to use the breath to help you twist into the posture. Using the breath to help you create space for just the tiniest movements. you wish, your right hand can open up behind you, gazing over the fingertips. Take a breath in. Long breath out. Lower your hands down to the ground. And step this time back to downward facing dog. Soften your knees in downward dog. As you soften your knees, you can stick your hips back up higher to the sky, lengthening through the spine. Take a breath in. A long breath out. Roll forward to plank, top of a push-up. Another deep breath in. And exhale, lower down onto the belly. You can drop your knees first or keep your legs high. Untuck the toes, hands by your shoulders. Inhale, baby cobra. And exhale, lower right back down. Once you're down on your belly, take a breath into the belly. Notice how the body feels on the mat. And then exhale, relax. As you relax, you can turn your head to one side. Next, we'll move into just a couple of back bends. From here, we're going to use the muscles of our back to lift ourselves off of the ground. Turn your head back to center. And then when you're ready, inhale, energize through the legs. Energize through the arms and lift everything up and off of the ground. As you inhale, imagine there was a balloon helping you float higher up off of the ground. As you exhale, it's natural to fall just a little bit. But with the next inhalation, allow the balloon to lift you even higher. Take one more breath in. And exhale, lower down. Turn your head to one side. Completely relax. And in this relaxed state, you can bend the knees so the feet point up to the sky and just windshield wiper your feet to the left and to the right. Slowly coming back to center, lower your feet back down. Keep the toes tucked, press back onto the knees, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, long breath out. Walk the hands back to the feet. At the very back of the mat, hang out in your forward fold, noticing if you have any more space in the body. If there's just been even the tiniest bit of release. Then soften the knees and press through the feet as you reach your hands all the way up to the sky. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands lower down to the heart center. Gazing forward, root through your right foot. Then lift up onto your left hippie toes. Bring your foot all the way up and take a gentle step forward. As you step forward, shift your weight forward and pop your back foot off of the ground. Just like we did a moment ago, lift up with the muscles in the back. Lifting the arms up, lifting the leg up, lifting up and out of your standing leg. Your arms can float back by your sides. Energize through the fingertips. Lengthen the back of the neck. Take a breath in and out. Maybe you want to bring your hands all the way forward. Take another breath in and out. Hands lower down to the ground. Gaze back behind you. Reach your foot as high to the sky as you can. And then exhale, lower the foot down, down, down. Take a moment in this forward fold to allow the legs to release, the back to release. You can grab onto your elbows and take a few figure eights. One of the reasons that creating space helps us increase self-love is because it brings us into the present moment. When we create space in our body through our practice of yoga, then basically we're creating a pathway to exist in the here and the now. Existing in the present moment gives you a sense of belonging. And this plugs you in. Plugs you in to whatever it is that's bigger than us. This divine connection of love, of light. Soften your knees, release your hands. Make sure if you're holding onto the head, you tuck the chin so the neck and the shoulders can release. Then press through the feet and reach your hands all the way up to the sky. Lower your hands down to the heart center. And prepare for Warrior 3 and standing splits on the other side. First, take a breath. Then lift up onto your right toes. Float your foot all the way off of the ground and take a mindful step forward. As you step forward, shift your weight forward and tip onto the standing leg. Hinging. Once you're here, press into the earth to really lift up using the muscles that we found in that last posture to really reach up to the sky. The heel is lifting up, the back is lifting up, the arms are lifting up. You can float the arms by your sides, using your breath to help you balloon off of the ground, making yourself feel light here. Make sure you're still breathing. And if you wish, you can bring the hands forward or maybe into the heart. The more you energize through the arms, the easier the posture will become. Squeezing muscle into the bone. Exhale, release. Hands lower down, foot high to the sky behind you. Look back, really reach up. Give everything you can, toes to the sky. Nose in towards your knee. You can walk your hands back if you wish, a little bit closer towards your foot. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Lower, lower, lower your foot down to the ground. Soften through the knees. As you soften through the knees, grab onto the elbows and just take some time. Some time to feel whatever it is that's happening in your body. Whatever it is that's happening in your mind. Maybe make some figure eight with the elbows, noticing the muscles of the back as you wiggle through space. Release the hands. Soften the knees even more. And lower down, down, down onto your back. Once you're down on your back, hug your knees into your chest. Feel the back of the body on the mat and rock to the left and to the right. Take a breath in and a breath out. Then drop the knees all the way over to the right and open up the arm to the left. Looking over your shoulder. Take a breath in and take a breath out. Slowly bring the knees back through center and drop them over to the other side. Right arm opens, gazing to the right. Sometimes you may get some cracking and some popping. As different places in your body open up and release. Slowly untie. Bring your knees back to center. Lower your feet to the ground. Hands by your sides. Take a moment here. Deep breath in. Long breath out. If you have something else in your practice that you're craving right now, allow yourself to do that posture. And then if you're ready, or when you're ready, straighten your legs, turn your palms to face the sky, and take rest. Space is always available, but we have to take it. We have to connect to the space around us and allow ourselves to belong in it. Right now, allow yourself to belong right here on your back. I'm sure you have other things going on in your life and in your day. But see if you can be here for a little bit longer as you relax in the arms, in the hands, in the shoulders, and in the neck. See if you can relax in the face, in the cheeks, and in the jaw. And as you relax, allow the breath to smooth out and slow down. Take a gentle breath in. And as the breath moves out, wiggle your fingers and your toes. And then bend in the knees and roll over onto your side. And once you're on your side, press yourself up into a seated posture. Hands to your knees, spine nice and long. Once you've arrived in this pose, look inside of the heart. And as you look inside of the heart, create space for love. Love means that everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly, all of the things get nurtured, get cleansed, and get taken care of. Love doesn't limit itself to one extreme or the other. Love is capable of being with you all of the time. Noticing if there's any feeling inside of the body, inside of the heart. Perhaps imagining that these feelings are feelings of love. Not love for something or of something. Simply love. And with these feelings in your heart and your body nice and open, bring your hands inward, touching them palm to palm at the heart center. And with deep gratitude and a tremendous amount of loving energy, we bow. Namaste. Jai Shri Radhe. Thank you, thank you, thank you for a beautiful practice. I'd love to hear from you down below. You can type a comment in the box, and then we'll see you again soon.